Hey there guys, I am the Sixth Machine and welcome back to another Warhammer video. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. It's Ork week, so we're gonna go all in. Anyway, we have got even more new rules released today about the upcoming Ork Codex, and these ones are quite a big one, to be honest with you. It's a pretty drastic set of changes, and I think one that some people may not be entirely happy with. So the WAAAGH special rule, long held as the standard main defining ability of the Orks, is currently a special aura ability given to war bosses, and a similar Speedwag style ability comes with the Deathkiller Wartrike speed bosses. And what these currently do is allow friendly clan units, either infantry for the WAAAGH ability or bikers and vehicles for the Speedwag ability within 6 inches, to charge even if they have advanced this turn. But now in the latest Ork Codex, it seems, this is changing from a constant always on aura ability to a once per game activated style rule. So yes, unfortunately you can no longer advance and charge your army all game long till your heart's content, which admittedly sounds like a big nerf. But let's take a look at how the new WAAAGH abilities are actually worded and how they actually work. So first up, the WAAAGH rule, it's now split into 2 different stages. The first part, calling the WAAAGH, is something your war boss, who must be your warlord, activates in the command phase, and he must be on the board, either on foot or in a transport. And for that turn, it allows all core and character units from your army to charge even if they've advanced. So right off the bat, this bumps that small 6-inch bubble to an enormously powerful army-wide ability, and pretty much lets you advance your entire set of core and character units on a turn when you're hoping to get a lot of charges off, and still let them charge even if they are on the complete other end of the battlefield, which in itself is, in my opinion, hugely more useful than trying to huddle up around your war boss inside that 6-inch bubble. But in addition to the advance and charge mechanic, you also get +1 attack to Ork models from your army. And crucially, this doesn't specify core and characters, so I think this is just an absolutely mind-blowing army-wide +1 attack. And not only that, if you can see, there is a stage 2, which kicks off at the start of your next command phase and lasts until the command phase after that. So you activate stage 1 on, say, your turn 2 command phase, and you get the advance and charge and +1 attack until your next command phase. And then in your turn 3 command phase, you get pushed into stage 2 and get another entire round of +1 attacks on all your models. So it is essentially 2 full turns of every single model in your army getting +1 attack, which is quite frankly a huge amount of extra attacks, from anything from 30 strong blobs of boys to death dreads to even things like Gorkanauts and Morkanauts. The Speedwag is very similar in terms of how it works, being called by your speed boss, who again must be your warlord, and with stage 1 affecting Ork vehicles and bikers, not only this time allowing them to fire their assault weapons without penalty when they've advanced, but also, and this is a big new thing too, getting 1 extra shot from their daka weapons. And yep, daka weapons seem to be a brand new weapon type for the Orks, in the similar vein of rapid fire, assault and heavy. But on top of that, the extra part which carries over in their stage 2 of the Speedwag is that all your ranged attacks from vehicles and bikers get an additional -1 AP on their weaponry. So not only does this let your vehicles and bikes move up really fast and still fire off all of their weapons at, still Orky ballistic skill, but not even worse Orky ballistic skill, but on top of that, you can potentially get a huge amount of extra shots with some decent AP to fire into your enemy's battle lines and do an obscene amount of damage to them across 2 entire turns. The third and final way of calling a WAAAGH is with the big man himself, Ghazghkull Thraka has his own unique Great WAAAGH ability, and what this does, as you might expect, is that you call this and you get the effect of both the WAAAGH and the Speedwag ability in one, making pretty much your entire army not only much faster, but also giving a huge chunk of it the ability to advance and still charge, or advance and still shoot, and then putting out way more attacks and way more shots into your poor opponent as well. So yes, the loss of the aura always on ability does sting. I won't lie, it does. But honestly, the usefulness of being able to massively buff pretty much your entire army on demand and keeping them massively buffed for pretty much 2 entire turns means that you really can call your WAAAGH when it's going to benefit you the most, and when you've got charges set up all across the battlefield, and really bring the hurt to your enemy in one game-changing turn or 2 game-changing turns. And it's going to be really difficult for your opponent, because previously they may have thought that, you know, only stuff around the war boss can advance and charge, so there's only those small selection of units that can reach so far across the board. But now potentially your entire army can do that advance and charge on one crucial turn, so they are going to really have to think about how they set up their units and how they deploy, and just how big your charge threat range is now. With regards to the sneaky hint at daka weapons, I've been given some hints and teasers about what that might entail, and I will try to get a video up about it this week if Warhammer community don't cover it before then. But suffice to say, Ork daka I think is well and truly back. But what do you think of the WAAAGH ability changes? Do you prefer this style, or will you miss the old aura ability that war bosses and speed bosses have? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me. But until next time, I will catch you later, guys.